Let's see. Well, it's Britt's birthday anyway, so might as well roll us up the hundo.
Heck yeah.
69.
Nice.
Nice. Fitting.
Would all done that.
That would have been pretty great. Let's see. Well, I guess this is very fitting given the vibe at the moment. What do you do to relax?
I eat some pickled vegetables, and then I take a nap.
Understandable.
I disassociate.
Whatever works for you.
Also understandable.
Just every time there's downtime, it's just Honker's entourage just playing the Kansas City Stride, and he's just sitting there just staring.
Honker's pupils just blow out. You just know.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, you just hear, "I'm Honker."
You gotta stay a little grounded.
Yeah.
Never forget who you are.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
How about you, Maz?
I think Maz just goes like foraging
Mm.
in whatever area they are.
Usually
for
for rocks, but
sometimes
sometimes
for mushrooms and cool plants.
On
On
occasion,
occasion,
she finds bugs and
and
hides them in Braz's
sleeping
sleeping bag.
That's great.
Gotta have sister shenanigans there.
Right. Right. So, glad we're all here. Happy birthday, Brett. Okay, gotta continue the game on your birthday tradition.
I don't know how it happens every year though. It's the day of or the week of.
So it's been a hot second. So before we get into things, of course, we have our new little addition to things. We have audio once again, which I'm very interested to play around with this because this is very cool. So this, of course, is Kenku.
Hello. Hi.
So we're gonna be having some fun with Kenku. So where we left off last time, we were out at the Tower of Empty Stones, and we'd been meeting with druids. We kind of found out about shit that's going on, about the orb, and the Black Sands desert under, like, inside the planet, and some like crypt thing down there where an orb is that we gotta go get. And we also had to defend the Tower of Empty Stones from the big Zulgath guy on the flying creature, and managed to take him out because he was harassing the heck out of y'all because you fucked up his other plans with the rest of his army that he had set up.
Cry about it, bitch.
Pretty much.
Cry to your mom.
So, in the process of all that, the town is no longer under siege. Things are looking pretty decent for Willowside right now. People are hyped. And you guys are currently preparing to head back to the Tower of Empty Stones to get any final details you need and get warped to where you got to go. So, we're currently in a shop in town. What was it? The Screaming Focus.
Oh, I
What?
need a calculator.
Keep
Keep
talking.
talking.
Okay. So Wonders Item Shop. It's got all sorts of supplies, all sorts of interesting shit. We're about to go into a very dangerous part of the world. This is, it's basically the Underdark of Galarian. But there's actually like multiple layers of the Underdark in Galarian, and this is pretty far down in them, and has a lot of fun stuff down there. So if there's anything on that shop list that you are interested in, we can certainly do some shopping. I've got a list up to just take a note of everything that we get in there, because I know some of this stuff probably isn't
Oh, go.
in Fantasy Grounds right here, right now, because this, I think, just pulls from everything in Pathfinder writ large. So I'm going to take notes and make sure we have a record of the stuff that we did get.
So I do know what I want, because I figured my stuff's pretty cheap, but then I know Honker had mentioned more money. Honker needs some
Oh,
extra.
I have more than I thought. I'm good. Don't worry about me.
If you do need more, though.
Okay. So what are you interested in our little shop here?
I have 3 things that I'm interested in. The Greater Etheric Irritant, Urix Jerky, and Dust to Disappearance.
Write these down here. Said it was the etheric irritant, right?
Yeah, AETHPRI.
Oh, I found it. Okay, Dust of Disappearance, and then it was Aurochs Jerky, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. And so I know some of those, at least... Actually, all of these are consumable. How many of these things are you wanting?
Well, the jerky, I thought I'd get 10.
Okay.
The irritant, 5. And the dust, 5.
Okay.
I
Alright.
didn't know maybe I could get some kind of good deal buying in bulk.
That is a good assumption. So getting in bulk a bit, we'll reduce that down. And don't worry about doing all the money subtracting at this point. I'll figure this shit out and do it all. So for the jerky, we'll do half off. Because you got 10. For Dust of Disappearance, we're going to mark that down. I'll mark that down a little bit to just a nice even 100. And the Etheric Irritant, we'll also mark that down to a nice even 200. Why not? We're going to make this easy math.
Like easy math.
Alright. And there weren't any, like, not consumable things you wanted, right?
I didn't see anything that seemed very Bros-like.
Okay. That's fair. That is okay.
There was cool things, but I wanted to stay true to my.
That's fair. Alright. How about Maz? What? Oh boy.
Maz would like the fungal armor.
Okay.
Maz would like the Storm Herald.
And
And then
she
she also wants
a
a chain of stars.
And
if
she
she were to haggle
with
the
shopkeep about buying
like
bulk
healing potions,
what
what would
the
the price be? I think they were healing potion greater.
Yeah, he's got greater healing potions, yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay. For healing potions, since those are fairly common, and like so, and this is also all taking into account the fact that you saved the town, other stuff like that. Um, so the healing potions, those he'll do half off for you. So just 200 GP instead of 400 GP each.
Okay. Then she'll do 10.
Okay, and then the other stuff, let's see what those would be. Chain of Stars.
That one did look neat. I think that's a good one for Maz.
Yeah, she's gonna put it on her her hoop. Because it has to be on a thrown weapon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the Chain of Stars is just the one. He will.
I assume I only need one.
Yeah, it's a talisman.
She technically has 2 hoops, but it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's one for the hoops. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
get that finagly about it. Yeah, you should just need one because it's just a talisman that you wind around. Okay, so you just need one, but he'll knock that down to 80. And let's see, Storm Herald, where is that?
That one
was 2,000.
Okay.
So this one, she actually had a brain thought about.
Okay.
Because she realized that her pokey stick has to have an open sky in order to do the special Boomy blast.
That is true.
But we're gonna be in the Underdark, and there's no open sky in the Underdark, so she can't do her Boomy Blast. But this one, you don't need an open sky for Boomy Blast.
That's smart.
She had the biggest brain thought.
Good shit.
Now?
Alright, so Storm Herald.
She might need a nap.
Post brain nap. Alright, we're gonna knock I'll take 25% off that one, knock it down to 1,500. And then the fungal armor.
What's the fungal armor do? I didn't read that one.
So once per day, if I'm
gonna get hit by a melee ranged or spell attack, I can choose to trigger its ability, and the attack will miss me, dealing no damage because I transform into a cloud of spores.
Nice.
And for 1 minute.
And they're poison.
And then they turn into deadly spores. So anything within 10 feet of me will take 68 poison damage on a DC 35 fortitude save.
That's a good item.
And the armor also grows mushrooms that you can use for cooking purposes.
Or
alchemy. So really, I'm buying this for you too, Roz.
This is the Christmas present for you, but also me.
Yeah.
Okay, so since this is a rare item, he will give you a discount a little bit, but not quite as much as some of the other ones. So instead of 7,200, he'll knock that down to 6,500. But because it is a rare magical item, he isn't willing to go much lower than that for something like that.
I don't know if you saw, but Sam put his shopping in the chat.
Oh, excellent. Then I'll make sure his stuff is noted too. All right. Anything else, Riz?
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
And not just because I didn't look at anything else.
All right.
There's stuff on that list.
Technically, I did look at almost getting the singing short bow, but I already have a ranged weapon. So I did.
Yeah, and you're already improving your weapon with the chain anyway.
But if Honker can use a short bow, that would be a cool one for Honker.
Yeah,
He's juggling clubs.
That's true. All right, Honker, what on the list are you looking for?
Oh, what's the gold to platinum ratio? Is it 100?
It's 10 gold to platinum in Pathfinder.
So 10 platinum is 100 gold?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I need a price on the Rasmini mask.
Ooh, nice mini mask. Okay, let's see. Let me take a look at that here.
Yeah, and then I can tell you what.
Okay, so for this,
I gave Sam our questions so he can answer if he wants.
okay, I think for the mask we will say we'll say like an even 1,000.
350. I gave it 350.
All right, how about
Okay.
500?
Okay. Let's do a American Pickers deal. Let's do a bundle. So
A bundle, okay.
let's bundle. Okay, if I do the Rasmiri mask, the 5 feather wreath major,
Let me find that here.
the staff of fungal spores.
Okay.
Okay. And then the let's see. Scroll of Hag's fruit.
Okay.
And Scroll of Lignify.
Okay.
And how much are you paying for healing potions?
200 GP.
200. So then 2 healing potions, I'll give you 4,000 gold.
All right, hold on. Let me do a little math here.
That's a 225 gold discount
In
total.
Okay.
Hunker looks at Grotus and then like shrugs and says, "I'll do like I learned." And then looks at the shopkeeper and kind of opens his mouth a little bit and says, I'll you know, and then he makes a motion near his mouth with his hand closed.
So, the shopkeeper is amenable to your deal. Doesn't need
Okay.
the extra service though.
Oh,
But the 4,000 gold
focused is important.
is fine.
Okay, perfect. So I need a fruit from from Braz, and then we can petrify one of the Banyan Boys. I've got a whole plan here.
What kind of fruit you want?
It doesn't matter. We just a fruit that they'll eat. We need them to eat it. We'll address. Oh, we have to go into the Underdark like soon, so we need to do this. Essential. Okay, so we need to host a going away party that we're leaving to go to the Underdark and invite the Banyan Boys to it, and then feed them a fruit, which should knock them out and allow us to cast an unresisted lignify on them, which will turn them into a permanent petrified creature.
I love this.
Yes, I'm spending 600 gold because somebody was arrogant the first time we came to town.
So I have to ask. So after we petrify the Banyan Boys into a beautiful statue,
Mm-hmm.
what is the plan with that statue to, avoid suspicion of you all petrifying the Banyan Boys, who are beloved by the town?
So, okay. So, yeah, about that. Why would people be suspicious of me? They all love us.
That is fair.
And we made the statue and we gifted it to him. We don't know why the Banyan Boy, like, he went on an adventure again because he was kind of ashamed at being at us having to rescue him a bunch, and he told us at the end of the night that he wanted to go like out to redeem his name, and so we gave him some supplies, and I told him that my entourage would make a statue to honor him, and then we made a statue to honor him.
Okay.
That's the story that Honker sticks to the whole time, and if nobody else breaks, we can pull this off.
Okay. Okay.
I'm only like half serious about like this. I like these two scrolls, and so if you guys don't want to kill one of the Banyan Boys, we don't have to. But Honker's willing to if nobody stops them.
You know, I hate them, which is evident by all the graffiti I put up over town.
That's true.
Mon, strangely enough, is against killing them. She prefers the idea of just like perpetually annoying them to death. Like, what's the fun in just taking them out when you can torment them forever?
How do you
That's a good
do
point.
that?
I can leave an entourage member behind.
Ooh, okay.
Have it hide in the walls of their house.
Be in their
Like,
walls.
Conveniences and cupboards open, move things a couple inches.
Playing the Kansas City Stride while they're sleeping.
Okay,
Yes.
that's fucking great.
Yes. Okay.
I
So
dig it.
Honker will compromise with leaving an entourage in the walls of their house. But he'll spend the remaining time like carving a tiny doll. Just for them. And it looks like their dad.
Oh man. Great plan.
Wait, will it only annoy one or will it annoy all of them?
I mean, it's gonna be in their walls, and they all live here. It's gonna annoy all three of them.
Yeah, it'll be in their walls.
I couldn't remember.
This is great.
Ask it to just like randomly scream too.
Just randomly. Oh man. Alright, let me just copy down Curtis's stuff here, and I'll get that all sorted out and actually in people's inventories at some point once I find what stuff is in here already and what stuff I have to just write. Oh, okay. So, aside from the shopping trip, you guys get all your goodies. You got your packs full of stuff, and you stop by the circus uh, as you guys are getting ready to head back out to the Tower of Empty Stones. Um, Now this is the you're not going to see him for a while, and the professor comes out. You guys have kind of mentioned some of the stuff going on, and the professor approaches you guys and is like, "Well, I certainly wish you safety on your journey. We hope you do come back to us. What would you wish of the circus to do in your absence? Which, I mean, we can stay here and continue performing for Illicide. We can travel around the area and see what we can do in that regard. What would you have of us?"
Travel around, look for any suspicious activity, and once in a while, come back to this town, but do not allow the Banyan boys to attend. You can give everybody else a 3% discount.
Well, as is your wish, we will travel around the area here and perhaps return to the Swordlands. And I mean, time it's hard to say how long this journey will take you, but whenever you do return to the surface, we'll make sure to send word. You'll be able to find us.
Don't spend all my damn money.
Oh, I don't plan to. If anything, we hope to make even more in your absence. Many shows to do,
Better.
many attendees to potentially have.
It'll be glorious. I believe in you. You guys are going to do great. I'm sorry that your main show here is going to be gone, but we're on to other things. I guess they need clowns in the Underdark, so we're going to clown around down there.
Well, I guess that's understandable. I can't imagine they've had much to laugh about in that part of the world.
Well, yeah. I don't have my Underdark bits written yet, so I agree. Probably not a lot to laugh about down there.
All right. Well, in your absence, the circus will travel around the area, around, depending, however long it takes, they'll be around here on the Isle of Arran, and maybe even go over to Absalom. We'll see. I mean, you guys did take out the Celestial Menagerie, so there's like kind of an opening there. Could be lucrative. So.
Oh, and collect any skins you find. I need them for science.
Well, any skins that we have from hunting in the woods and things like that in our travels, we'll be sure to keep them on hand for you.
Oh, no, I'm not interested in game skins. Sorry. Like people skins.
Oh. Well, I hope we don't come across any of those, but I guess if we do, then we'll hold on to them. I feel like something would have gone direly wrong.
What an awkward way to like leave.
Hey, bye!
And
Kill some
none
people.
of us are interjecting. We're just letting Honker.
Just letting this happen.
If we try to stop Honker, it just gets more unhinged.
Alright. So, with your goodies and with the circus on its way for its money-making expeditions up here, you guys make your way back to the southwest, to the Tower of Empty Stones. And once you return, at the entrance to the tower, you were met by Unikite, who was the druid in charge. Here, I'll get your picture up here. There we go. So, she brings you into the tower, and the last time that you guys were in here, the interior wasn't very large. There was a couple rooms that you guys were in when you were here for a short while. But as you proceed to the back of kind of a central chamber in the tower, Unikite says some words, and this stone door in the wall opens up and reveals quite a bit more of the complex in here. There's some stairs going down, there's some underneath the ground here. It's a pretty extensive complex of libraries, and there's some indoor gardens, living quarters, shrines. There's actually about 24 nature priests that live here, it seems, and they're all pretty ready to help assist you with your quest here. As she brings you down into this kind of additional area of the tower, there's a table laid out for you here with a buffet of foods, just kind of simple foods of the earth, nothing too crazy fancy, but, well prepared, and clean water, and kind of just spacious room in here to meet. She kind of motions towards the table and says, well, we're glad to have you back. We've performed quite a lot of research since we last met, and we have much to share with you. First, it has become clear to all of us that your task, bringing together the energies of the 5 Aeon orbs in Eridan's sanctum in the Kortos Mountains, is of dire importance. Indeed, it might be the most vital act for the Starstone Isles, since Eridan first raised them from the sea. The livelihood of every growing thing on the islands is in your hands. The orb that once shone from this tower is gone, but we know of another. Eridan originally discovered 6 orbs. He brought 5 up from the depths, but left the 6th in a massive subterranean vault. And if you can recover that orb, then you'll have the 5 reflections that you need to access his sanctum. So I know that your task typically only requires that you collect the orb's reflections, and the other ones that you have visited in your travels, you did not take the orb with you. You simply were in its presence and were granted its reflection. But if you can, when you do get to this orb in the vault beneath, if you can find a way to physically bring that orb here, we would be incredibly grateful. We'd be able to install it in this tower. It would help restore the land around it here. I hope we've shown that we would be worthy custodians to it. Regardless of your choice, whether you do bring the orb or whether you just take the reflection, we will help you either way. The task is too vital.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll put it inside of me and we'll bring it up. I have a hole inside of me, see? And then I bend over and I scream, and the entourage jumps out.
Well, I mean, if there's enough space for them, perhaps, but the orbs are usually quite decently sized. I mean, you've seen them yourself at other towers you visited. They are not small.
We also have a bag of holding.
Well, that's
I've
maybe
been
of
told
use.
I'm bigger on the inside than I look.
Well, whatever the method is, if you are able to bring it physically back to us, we would be much appreciated.
Honker's next upgrade is just going to be getting a second bag of holding to put in his hole.
Yeah.
It'll
Probably make the
Honker's
entourage
really-
go even more insane, but that adds to their charm.
We don't factor that in. Like, they're not people. They're the entourage. What? It doesn't matter if they go insane. They're good. I like this. Do you have an extra bag of holding, Unikite?
I can't say that we do on hand, unfortunately, but perhaps in your travels beneath, maybe in the treasures of the ancient vaults and ruins that lay down there, there may be one, who knows?
If I find one, I'm gonna put it inside of me. And then, like, it'll be really cool. I'll show you when we come back. Honker marches confidently out.
So, Unikite kind of motions across the hall to one of the libraries that's nearby. And a couple of other of the priests, of the nature priests, come in. And she introduces them as there's an elderly human man named Zargan, a halfling woman named Nephiline, and a human man named Sarasite. She says each of these druids has been doing a particular aspect of the research into what lies below in the desert of Black Sands. Zargan here is a scholar and amateur alchemist before he became a nature priest, and he knows about some of the conditions that you may run into down there. Nephiline, who studied once at Magambaya Academy, knows much about the arcane and primal magics, and Sarasite is an expert on creature lore and has studied quite a few of the threats that you might face in the vault. And the three of these characters introduce themselves here. So we have Zargan and Nephiline, and for some reason there's not a picture of Sarasite, and I don't know why. But that's the other two, at
Probably
least.
too ugly.
So these two, for a moment, they duck into the library and each return with, various books and scrolls and things, and begin to lay them out on the table. So, as Nephiline and Sarasite are getting set up, Zargan kind of gets his stuff out quickly and says, "Well, gather round. There's quite a few things you may need to know, things especially for your health. Having studied the ancient writings, we know that the Aeon Orb is in a massive underground cavern that holds the Black Desert. It is impossibly vast. It's more than 200 miles across, nearly 1,000 miles wide. There is no sun, but there is light. You see there, in the roof of this massive underground cavern, there are these dangerous green crystals that twinkle from the ceiling, like poisonous stars. They are called Blightburn crystals, and they emit a deadly radiation that fills the entire vault. You must be prepared to withstand the sickness that it inflicts."
So you're saying I can't eat the pretty green candy?
Well, it would be a little difficult to reach, as most of them are up in the high ceiling, way above at the top of the cavern. But the radiation they emit just fills the entire cavernous space. I know we won't be able to teleport you into the Desert of Black Sands itself, but an adjoining cave that connects into it. In that cave, you'll be far enough away that you won't be affected by the radiation sickness as of yet. But once you get into the main vault of the cavern, that is where you will start to feel the influence of the Blightburn crystals. And so he unrolls a map on the table here. Where is that? Trying to find where the heck I put the image of the vault. One second here. Huh. I don't know why I can't find where that is right now. Right? Like I'm finding. Like, these are some smaller sub maps. I did have a full one. Is it this? No. Huh. Oh wait, is it one that I... No. Alright, I'll have to figure out where that is some other time. We don't need it quite yet, but... Actually, wait, hold on. Did I find it online? Maybe I thought I grabbed it and didn't grab it. Hold on. Desert Black Sands. No. Huh. Alright, well, I'll find that some other time. So, so the map that he lays out on the table is a map, kind of a roughly drawn map of the vault itself. And like he says, it's pretty huge. So like north to south, it's like he said, it's about 200 miles wide, north to south. But east to west, it kind of extends into this kind of long, somewhat football-y shape, but just, you know, really rough around the edges. But it's got like kind of a chunkier middle and then tapers off to like points at either ends. But the east-west ends of this vault are like 1,000 miles apart. Like, this place is huge.
Oh.
And the... off of the edges of this, there are various caverns that kind of like little narrower caverns that snake off in various ways and connect to other parts of the Underdark. But he points to... Where is it here? He points to an area on the kind of western edge, kind of in the center of the space. And he points at this and says, "There's a lush valley here on the far kind of western edge of the desert. It's called the Cradle of Worms, and it is the only place in the Black Desert where plant life can grow. Ancient texts say that the orb was enshrined in a pyramid there, called Zulkundur, which would explain why this area is so green despite the wasteland that surrounds it. We know very little of Zulkundur in a fragmentary journal called the Farwalker's Travels. The location is described fairly cryptically, and he kind of reaches into his pile of books here and pulls out this very old, beat-up looking journal. He cracks his knuckles and clears his throat and reads, "The Azure Eye, Sunken Titan, and Crown of Teeth each gaze upon the legendary Zulkundur, but none can see it completely." And he kind of looks up at you all and shrugs a bit, and then goes back to reading. "We're certain the things mentioned in this little poem here are landmarks or locations that can help you find Zulkundur, this Azure Eye, Sunken Titan, and Crown of Teeth. What exactly they are, we aren't sure. They may be actual things, they may be metaphorical descriptions. It's difficult to say with literature. But keep an eye out for these things there." And he's, as he kind of finishes speaking this, he's kind of looking you all over to see if there's any, like, questions that have arisen. Like, if any of you look confused. Are there any questions?
We need to go through there. Beware of those. Put the stone inside of me. Come back.
Sounds pretty
This
straightforward.
is a mission fit for a circus. We will do it. Honker's very serious, sir.
So Nephiline kind of speaks up for a moment. She kind of picks herself up and kind of stands on a chair behind the table. She can see you all. And says, the vault of the Black Desert is weeks or perhaps months away by foot, and there are few passages underground that are safe. It's much faster to teleport there. Unfortunately, the Blightburn crystals, as my colleague Zargan mentioned, permeate the vault and make teleportation erratic or even impossible. The closest that we can get you with teleportation magic is a cavern called the Crystal Hall, some 50 miles away from the vault. And Zargan at this point kind of draws his finger across the map. So in the western edge of the map where this Zulkundur is, he kind of draws his finger directly north up towards the edge of the main vault into a small cavern that kind of snakes off in that direction, and then taps a little bit right here. And Nephiline continues, the Crystal Hall, some 50 miles away from the vault. I've only seen it in divinations, but I will say it looks very pretty. From the Crystal Hall, you'll follow a long passage leading to the vault of the Black Desert, and Zargan kind of slowly draws his finger down south across the cavern and back out into the main vault. It's still a journey of a few days, but that's much better than months.
We're a circus. We're used to kind of traveling around, but yeah, this saves us a lot of time. Then we can come back and clown around a little sooner. You know?
So Nephiline, she's kind of looking over you all, and says, I sense there may be something... I sense an aura of magic around one of you. There's an item that one of you have that could be useful here. And what she senses is... I can't remember who has it. Let's see. Let me look.
Is it my clown nose?
Braz.
I honk it.
What do I have?
There is a ring of stone shifting that you took from Thessica, who was a Zolgath leader. She was the one in the Swordlands who was kind of traveling around between the three towers by like shifting into the rock. And you eventually took her out. But definitely
Bullied her to death.
Yeah. And then you like blew up her machine that she'd made. But definitely senses this ring on you. And she says, this ring. It is a stone shifting ring. I can attune it to the Crystal Hall with a special ritual, which will enable you to activate the ring and travel to or from the Crystal Hall and transport up to a dozen willing creatures who are touching you and bring along with you.
Heck yeah.
So this will at least make the return trip a little quicker, as it works within a pretty decent distance, and since it's not exactly teleportation, it's becoming one with like shifting into the earth and traveling through the earth in that way. If it's attuned to that, you should be able to use it to get back to where we teleport you to once you have done what you need to do. Here, if you hand it over to me, I can begin doing the ritual and get that all prepared for you.
Yeah, here you go.
Right, so Nephiline takes that and kind of steps back away from the table, and you hear her. She goes and grabs a couple books and starts scribbling some things on the ground around this ring, and you hear her doing this ritual over there on it. And so at this point, Sarocyte, the kind of the human male of the group here, steps forward with a few books, and his face is kind of grim looking, and he kind of looks over you all and says, I'm sure you expect this, but few things you meet down there are going to be friendly. Cave worms, fungi, far stranger creatures lurk within the tunnels and vaults of Orv. Desert-dwelling cults of warlike, blood-sucking humanoids called Urdefans live there as well. But worst of all are rumors of a horrific, amorphous creature called Iftasil. Descriptions of it are muddled at best, as we're aware of no one who has encountered it and survived. Sources agree that if you hear a burbling, maddening cry, you should run and not look back.
I mean, that's just every Tuesday for Honker, though.
Yeah, so like, okay, Honker's still very serious. Okay, so he's not joking. So I hear what you're saying. But are you saying that like we should actually run? Or like most people should actually run?
Oh no, you should run as well. Everything I've heard about this is horror beyond comprehension.
So it's not something I can put inside of me and like skin and add it to the carriage.
I do not believe so. Give me an occultism check, actually, Honker.
Can I argue?
No.
Wisdom?
This one's occultism.
The clown lore is applicable. It's the same bonus. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. And you don't have any other insights with your own occult knowledge about this thing.
That's fine. Honker will take that in he'll believe them. Honker believes him. Honker plans to murder the thing, skin it.
Yeah, we know.
There are two Honkers inside of Honker.
So while you're
Okay.
while you guys are conversing among yourselves, Zargan is kind of standing there. He has the Farwalker's journal that he mentioned was the only record they really had of anything down there. He's like kind of flipping through it and kind of looking it over while you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, so run if we hear like the burbling mad screams from beyond our comprehension. Fair. Anything else we should be aware of? Or no?
So, Zargan is kind of continuing to flip through this journal here. And he says, well, this may be of interest. Regarding the three items in the poem to look for to find Zulgundur, the Azure Eye, the Crown of Teeth, the Fallen Titan, it seems to note here that the Farwalker visited whatever these landmarks are, and that he's left some kind of clue at the site for future travelers. So, if you do discover things that meet these descriptions, take a look around. It seems there may be something our Farwalker friend had left.
Yeah. I mean, finding cool stuff is honestly why I let people talk me into doing this stuff instead of clowning. I actually came into existence to be a clown, and for some reason, people keep having me do this stuff. So, would you like to hear a joke?
Why not? We don't really hear too many jokes around here.
I was born in existence to be a clown. That's the joke. Booker's kind of depressed right now.
So, Zargan, he kind of sets the journal back down the table and says, yes, of course. So, regarding the deadly Blightburn sickness, I have prepared some formulas for you that you will want to take along, and he brings out 8 vials of major anti-plague.
Oh, goodness.
And hands these to you and says, so these vials, well, they will help resist the sickness of the Blightburn crystals. These 8 surely will not be enough. And I suggest that you ration it or provide it to only the least hardy among you if you begin to succumb. I believe you, Miss Braz, if since as you are of the alchemical arts, I do have some formulas for you for making more anti-plague, so you can craft more if you do happen to find the ingredients. And he gives to you, Braz, the formulas for making moderate, greater, and major anti-plague.
Bitchin'.
So those are also in there for you.
You hear that, Braz? If we die, it's your fault.
That's not what they said.
I think that's exactly what they said.
All right. So, with that, so he, let's see, aside from the Blightburn stuff there. Oh, so Nephiline finishes the ritual she was working on with your ring and hands that back to you, Braz. So you have a handy waypoint teleport for you and anyone touching you to get back to where they're going to send you. But Nephiline hands this ring back to you and says, so regarding the effect of the Blightburn crystals on teleportation magic, the radiation of them interferes with any sort of teleportation trait, and depending on how dense and heavy the radiation is, this can have different effects. In many cases, the teleportation simply fails. But in other cases, sometimes the effect of the radiation, if you attempt to do some kind of teleportation spell, will shunt you to an unexpected or dangerous place. You'll end up not where you intended to go. So it is for this reason that, one, we are sending you down there a fair distance away, so make sure that we don't show up in the wrong spot. And then, while you're down there, if you do find any means of teleportation, please try not to use them if you can, because it is difficult to say how things will be affected.
Okay. We'll do our best. We will save the world.
All right. So with all
Maybe
of this
is why I was made.
maybe.
I thought you were made to be a clown.
That's what Grotus always said. What if Grotus lied?
Since when has Grotus ever lied to you?
You're right. I was born to be a clown. The Kansas City Shuffle kicks off again.
All right. So with all that information in your pockets, the druids are ready to send you on your way and get things on the road. So Unakite, they have in the library nearby. In the center of the library, there's a large circle carved into the stone, kind of in the center. And Unakite motions for you all to gather yourselves and your supplies and things there. And well, if you are all situated, we will begin the ritual to get you teleported down as best we can to the area. Everything that you have in tow. It may be some time before you return.
Yeah, we can all climb into the carriage of horrors and they can teleport us. I'm ready.
All right. So they begin their ritual here with the teleportation stones. Or not teleportation stone in the floor. And within a fairly short order. You hear a number of whooshing noises as the runes around you glow. And you find yourself in a crystalline cavern. That is totally dark.
Maz wants to know if there's any shiny rocks on the ground she can pick up.
This whole thing is shiny rocks.
Okay, I've got light, I'm sure.
Well, Maz and Broad can also see in the dark.
I thought we all could, but except for Grotus.
I think that's true, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I have spirit sense. Do I sense any spirits?
So, as you guys kind of, recover from the teleportation, the slight disorientation of teleportation, you find yourselves standing in a pretty decently large chamber here. So it's about 40 feet high above you, and all around you are unusual crystalline formations. Many of them are quite sharp and slender looking, sprouting from various parts of the floor and the wall. There's patches in particular that you see, like there's these very large crystals, and then there's these patches of these like really narrow slender crystals that almost look like glass or grass, and they appear very sharp. There's patches of this all over on the floor that look probably best to avoid. Some of the crystals down here do emit some slight light, so even though it is fairly dim, there is kind of colors of crystalline light that kind of dimly light up the area, and they're also pretty reflective as well, so it's kind of dancing a little bit on the walls.
It's so beautiful.
It's not the worst place we've had to come to.
Wanna lick everything.
You should.
So,
I get down and lick the grass.
So, Honker and Rasa, as you guys are talking with each other, you notice that the crystals and like the formation of the cavern and stuff, it kind of like does weird stuff to your voice, like the way it sounds. Like it echoes weirdly, and it gets like amplified and distorted in weird ways. It almost makes it a little bit difficult to speak. Like if you guys are right next to each other, you can still hear each other all right. But if like you try to talk to each other like a farther distance away, it gets kind of difficult because of the way that sound is working down here. So caution is of the essence, sound-wise, it seems.
Okay.
I would like to just kind of inspect the crystal thing closest to me.
Sure. So, you... Let's see here. So you take a look around the area here at the crystals and just kind of seeing what else is in the caves. So the crystals themselves, they seem, they seem quite nice. You don't notice anything particularly odd about them, aside from this like grass-like ones on the ground that you do find, like you kind of test a little bit, and like they are quite sharp, so probably best to avoid those patches at least. But otherwise, yeah, the crystals just seem like large underground crystal growths in a cave. And you also continue to notice just like the weird sound amplification that these seem to do. Like there's faint drips of water and whispers of air currents and things down here, and they get kind of amplified and twisted in strange ways. They kind of sound vaguely reminiscent of like wind chimes constantly permeating the chamber. It's like there's like wind chimes constantly going on.
Alder doesn't really love that. I do, as a person that sounds so beautiful.
You do
What does
also.
it taste like?
What does it taste like?
Yeah.
See.
What can I tell using my clown lore by licking the crystals? Like, what can I tell about them?
So you don't get too much flavor
That's
out of
fair.
them.
That's
They
reasonable.
they seem to have like this. You mostly get kind of like a vaguely, kind of a slight earthiness because there's dust and dirt and things on these. But aside from like the ambient dirt and dust that was on the crystal that you licked off, the crystal itself doesn't seem anything in particular. You can't really get much off of it anyways.
That's fully reasonable and
Licking a window.
what I expect as a human. Yeah. Like licking a window, which is exactly a honker thing to do.
You do notice one thing, Braz, as you're kind of trying to observe the cavern. To your west, there is a large blue and a large red crystal that are kind of leaned in that part of the cavern, kind of up against the wall, in one leaning to the north, the other leaning to the south. And at the top of the red crystal, you see what appears to be like a nest-like structure up there. And it looks like it's made out of sticks and other stuff. You're not quite sure. You can't make out, but it's a decently large-looking nest that is up at the top of that crystal.
Okay. Look at a little closer here. Investigate further.
Alright, so you kind of cautiously head over to this area here. And you get a glimpse of something kind of peeking up from over the nest. And you're a little surprised because it's something you have actually seen before. When you guys went to the old gambling / whorehouse way out east of town, and they
there was a whorehouse there.
It was a mix of stuff.
He just likes her honker. He's so nice.
The theater and gambling and mini Vegas. So
Reno.
Reno. Reno. You guys went to Reno.
We were Reno 911, weren't we? Oh, that's great.
So, among the various weird creatures that were there that you guys were clearing out, there was one, I believe it was on the upper floor of above the theater. There was a weird big, like, bird that you guys ran into.
Oh, yeah.
A Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
This appears to be a nest of Cthulhus.
Oh. That's not good.
Are they cute?
Didn't that thing like maim us really good?
I don't remember.
Bad. I mean, bad. But yes.
But yeah, they do seem to be.
Well, it did a good job on the maiming. It just wasn't good for us.
Yeah, as of yet, they have not seemed to have taken notice of you. They might be asleep at the moment. You're not sure. But yeah, you do recall running into one of these before.
Asleep, you say?
For the moment.
Really?
Oh Lord,
Okay.
what are you planning?
Bunker. Okay, so we're gonna have to kill these, right? We all accept that. We should begin preparing for that at the moment. So Honker has a scroll of lignify, and so I could petrify one of them.
You just really want to petrify something, don't you?
Love getting things woody. Because I'm made of wood.
Yeah, got that.
I just want more friends.
You do you.
Okay. So should we plan to assault them, like a secret assault? Because I also have telekinetic bombardment, and we could like bombard them. I'm down with trying to possess one of them. If you want, let's get freaky.
Oh yeah, Grotus isn't here. Of course we're gonna get. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Let that freak flag fly.
All right. So, Honker, you're trying to get up there and like petrify one. Is that what you're doing?
Do we want to petrify one? Should we do a group bombardment on them? Should we try and possess one of them?
Dealer's
Well,
choice.
wait, how high up were they?
So like the crystal net, like the crystal that they're on is like a 30-foot tall crystal, kind of leaned up against the southwestern wall of this part of the cavern that you're in. And their nest is at like the top of that, kind of in the wedge between the crystal and the wall.
Could we just get in the carriage and sneak by?
You could, yeah.
Do we need to kill these things?
They
haven't noticed us.
Are they inherently evil? Let's have a philosophical discussion, guys. Do we need to kill everything we come across? Because personally, and me and the entourage do. And we are willing and happy to kill everything we come across. How about you, Moz? How do you feel?
Maz doesn't believe that animals are inherently evil. They're just animals.
So, taking that a step further, do you assign value to their life? I don't. Just so putting it out there.
She doesn't necessarily have assigned value so much as she's neutral in so much as long as they don't attack her, she doesn't feel the need to defend herself or be aggressive.
How about you, Bros?
I just want to leave this damn room. Can we just make a decision?
Okay. So we got 1 for, 1 against, and 1 neutral. Grotus? Okay, my thought is if we want to circumvent it, we could all probably hop in the, like my fucking terror carriage and maybe try and stealth through here. Yeah, Skinthia. That's right.
Skinthia, yep. Mm-hmm. That's her
She
name,
does
don't
a
wear it
little-
out.
She does a subsonic screech. We feel it. We don't hear it. We feel it in our soul. Okay, let's try and sneak by and see if we can scoot like further out of this room.
Okay. So in terms of places to go, so you know that the way that you have to go is south. South is the way to the belt. And there is, conveniently, a passage to the south. It's out in the middle of the cave-ish.
Okay, let's do that. Let's head south.
All right. Give me some stealth rolls then.
Oh god. Could you roll for me?
Sure.
We all know in Fantasy Grounds, it's weighted for the GM, and you're asking him to roll for you. Good. Like it.
I had to go lay on the couch because my back hurt too much.
Okay. Pretty good rolls all around. Alright, so you guys kind of sneak your way along the ground here between these dim crystals. And can also kind of avoid, there's a patch of the really sharp looking needle grass right near the entrance to the passage to the south. But you guys kind of get around that and make your way down this direction. Get you guys down here.
Okay.
There he is.
I'm Honker. That's what I keep saying. I'm Honker.
Okay. So, in here. So, you guys kind of make your way down this passage, and this room has a number of like gems and crystals and other things that are embedded in the walls of this cavern. And let's see here. Second. Clear some things here. Okay. So, see, do you guys have any light sources right now, or are you guys just using your eyes? I don't think anybody lit like anything, did they?
I like to think I light up a room, but just my eyes right now. And
Yeah.
Grotus is like got his hand on my head, and he's like following along.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really don't want to risk anybody seeing us or anything.
That's fair. Okay. Alright. So so you see there's crystals and things embedded in the walls here. There's a couple more crystals in the center of the room. You see kind of a colorful glow to the southwest of you. There's kind of a passageway that heads that way, and there's this kind of a significant colorful glow coming over there. And then you see the most of the rest of the cavern kind of heads off to the southeast, and there's another passageway that leads out that direction.
We have 1,000 miles to go.
Well, you guys don't have 1,000 miles to go, because you're on the proper end of the vault.
Honker has no concept of like these kind of distances at
That's-
all, really.
That's
He's
fair.
like 2 years old. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's like this is
So
not a child, but he's like a child. That's the fun.
So you guys head into the kind of the central bit of this cavern here, and browse from where you're at. You kind of see better into that passageway to the southwest. Like all the colors of these glowing crystals kind of sparkle from that direction. And you... Oop, where is it here? Braza, as you're kind of stepping into the center of the room here by this crystal, you hear some kind of motion to your east. And you kind of whip around real quick. And you see sitting on kind of a little outcrop of rock here. You see like a small, rough structure. And sitting in front of it, cross-legged, is a kind of interesting creature you haven't seen before. They are humanoid looking, but you can see a tail kind of extending from behind them that appears kind of scorpion-like in nature. But they're dressed in these like loose robes, and they're sitting there cross-legged, observing you, Braz, and they say, "Oh, traveler, we do not get many of your kind in this part of the world. What brings you here?"
Well, these hooligans here is what brings me here. I indicate to the rest of the party. Remember, Braz has a history of despising their side gig.
Dance around and tell him, I'm here to save the world.
Noble goals. So you are heroes then?
No, I'm a clown. Look at me. We're from a circus.
Yeah,
So,
we're just
are you
clowns.
interested at all in joining our circus? We have universal health care and profit sharing.
I have no need for the surface or the circus. I am fine where I am here in the dark. But
Oh,
if you are here to save the world, clearly you have some modicum of power about you.
oh yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely a powerful clown. Look at me. I'm in the Underdark. Of course I have power about me.
I see. Well, what is it you think will save the world down here in these caves?
We're collecting rocks. None of these look right, though.
I see. I see. Well, it is
I like
dangerous
them,
down
and they
here,
didn't taste right. Yeah, it's dangerous, but so am I. Look at this thing. Thumb back to the Skinthia. I made that.
Well,
I eat children.
well, I can't really say that as anything particularly notable in this part of the world.
Oh, okay. I'm not that cool, but we're good. Are you gonna cause us some trouble? Like, do we need to fight?
Well, you see, I
I'll
have
kill you.
goals of my own. You see, I was cast out from my group some time ago. They stripped me of much of my power, but if you have power, then perhaps, if I can overcome you, that will mean my power has returned.
I don't think that's really how it works. I'm gonna be so real. Most of our victories have been purely luck.
Ah, so power that seems that it will be easy if your luck will turn, then. I see. Well then.
Have you ever thought about just finding a really cool rock?
Well, there are certainly plenty of interesting rocks down here, especially, well, rocks for which you may be ill prepared. And they stand up from their seat here, and you kind of get the full view of them. They kind of pick up this hammer that's sitting next to them, and you see their kind of strange scorpion tail behind them. They almost have a kind of slight etherealness to them. Like they're not quite all there. Like this isn't an entirely corporeal creature that you've come across before. But you see them kind of pick up this hammer that they have, and they kind of tap it on the ground, and you see around them crackle this kind of green energy, and all of you feel a kind of a strange tingling, burning sensation come over you as they tap this here. And let's see, everybody give... Let's see. Oh, here it is. Everybody give me a fortitude check. Or fortitude save.
You should say you like that.
Should I get up?
Yeah, I got your fortitude save.
Yeah, you do. Look at that. Yeah.
Okay. So, let me get rid of this thing. Okay. So, all of you kind of feel this strange wave of, like, energy wash over you. It's like this weird tingliness to it. And most of you manage to shake it off.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
But,
Ooh.
Maz, you feel like a little bit like nauseated by
Good.
this.
You deserve it.
Why?
Because I was singing Taylor
That.
Swift.
We don't do that here. This is a safe place.
I'll do whatever the fuck I want, bitch.
Okay.
Your mic is like not picking up over there at all.
Oh, I can hear her though. Your
Oh.
mic's great. Does that have an audible effect I can help it all with, or
No,
we're already past it? Just forget about it.
yeah, no, it is they are emitting radiation.
Mm.
Everybody give me your initiative.
See, that's why I asked if I needed to get up.
Now you need to get up, yeah.
You fool!
Okay. Oh, let me get Grotus here.
I'm
Sorry, Coco. Dad's
have to get up.
Alright. So, top of the order here, we have Honker.
Why is he kind of hot though?
Honker or the thing?
The thing.
Because I've been burning myself in Seek. Oh, never mind. So, definitely, most definitely, I will inspire some sweet courage. I'll be like, "You're attacking us. Come on, man. We're gonna murder you." And that'll make everybody more courageous as a deal. And I'll use my lingering composition on that one.
Okay.
So for me, that's I got to do a performance check for you,
Okay.
sir. Oh, didn't drop that on the thing. Yeah. Success, fail, critical, success.
That is a success.
Okay, so they'll keep that. Inspire courage for 3 rounds. Woo!
Nice. All right.
I used one of my. Okay, and so then I will just look at this guy and say, well, you really kind of fucked up now. Because now we have to kill you. I was happy to be a friend and invite you to the circus, and I'll go on and on and on with a blistering invective on that guy.
All right. They succeed their save against that.
He succeeded, so he'll take Oh, he won't be frightened, but he will take half persistent fire damage. Light him on fire. Hopefully that hurts him. Maybe it won't. There we go.
All right.
That should have been halved.
Should have been
He
halved. Okay.
succeeded.
Let me
Yeah.
fix that. Okay. All right.
That's my turn.
That's turn. Okay. Scorch.
All right. Scorch is gonna run up to this guy and he's gonna try out his new tail flail.
Okay.
Our token there.
Yeah, let me unlock tokens. There we go. All right. Tail flail is a hit. Nice. Pretty good. Okay. Scorch is doing spins, smacking things. Oh, whiffs the second one. Still not quite used to the tail.
He got a little excited trying it for the first time.
But it did hit at least once. All right.
He damage too.
Yeah. All right. Which brings us to this guy. So... Oop. All right. So you see this creature. They raise their maul kind of back over their shoulder and swing in Scorch's direction. Ooh.
Rip Scorch. Oh shit, Rip Scorch. Oh, not that.
Ooh. Alright, smacks Scorch with this maul, which kind of crackles with this strange green energy, and Scorch takes big ol' hit and also gets knocked backwards away from him. There we go. A
Luckily,
pretty decent
Scorch
distance.
has a lot of hit points.
Yeah. Alright, and then... Let's see. That is one... Alright, and they move. They kind of glide a little bit. They aren't exactly touching the ground. They glide kind of over into the midst of you all here. They're pretty decently large. Like, they are probably a good, like, 7 or so feet tall. But yeah, like, their feet, the bottom half of them is a little kind of ethereal. It's kind of funky. It's not very well defined. Which brings us to Braz.
Well, I really don't like that he hit my puppy, so I'm gonna throw some alchemist fire at him. Okay,
Alright.
well, at least on the second one, he'll get some splash damage.
Alright. Go ahead and apply that there.
That's my turn.
Okay. Alright, that brings us to Grotus. Alright, so Grotus, being a distance away from the thing that we're fighting, does what Grotus do, and flying kicks across the crystal cavern. There we go. Okay. Actions. Alright, Stumbling Strike as they fly through the air. Boom! Hit into this guy. A nice chunk of damage.
Nice.
land cleanly on the ground, fists at the ready. They roll their stunning strike. We roll the fortitude on our guy here. 36, that passes. They are not stunned. But Grotus continues with their flurry of blows. Critically missing. And hitting. Nice. Alright. Maz.
Well, I am also a distance away. So I'll use
one action to move.
Okay.
And then with my sorry, I'm having trouble. Okay, there we go. Now it's targeted. And then hi Coco. And then I will go ahead and I'll just do regular attack for now.
Yep.
I'll try out my new weapon. And of course I roll like shit.
Go. There's nothing over there.
Well,
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Don't wear it out. Alright. Top of the order. With this guy. Let's see. So, they... You hear them, like, utter... Coco! Hey! Don't go climbing into my computer cords.
Such a weird thing for an elemental to utter, but Honker fully accepts it. Let's roll.
I mean, we're in
this.
a weird place.
Let's see.
hey,
Dude,
stop!
if you would get on your bed and not on the edge of the fucking mini bridge.
Alright, so you hear him kind of speak something in a language you don't understand, and he claps his hands together, and there's this, like, kind of burst of kind of shimmering, kind of glittery particles in, like, the area all around you. And all of you, like, this powder kind of settles on everyone. And all of you appear to have, like, just kind of an outline of colorful flames, like, kind of all around the edges of your forms. And all of you roll for me here. Oh, it doesn't have a roll. It just is. Okay. So all of you are dazzled by this. So you have this kind of glowing, like, multicolored flame outline around all of you. And you're all kind of overstimulated by the mix of both this and the way that that's like dancing off all the crystals in the wall and everything. It's a lot. Like your vision is just kind of swimming with colors and lights and whatnot. It's a lot to take in. And then the guy here pulls back his fist and punches at Grotus, since he just got punched at. And when he punches, it's almost like this large fist made of sand kind of appears from like the sand beneath him and around him and forms around his own fist as it punches into Grotus here.
Nice. That's cool.
Alright. And hits. Why is that? Oh, he's targeting himself. That's not supposed to happen.
No. Let's keep it.
Stop hitting yourself.
Alright, so the Sand Fist smacks into Grotus. He takes a decent bit of damage here, and Grotus is going to roll Fortitude. Alright, Grotus is feeling a little nauseous from this punch. Brings us to Scorch.
In range and attack with tail again. Tail flail.
Alright. Shake your tail feathers. Oh. Ah.
He's an overstimulated puppy.
He is an overstimulated puppy. You guys are a little dazzled right now. Let's see. Grotus. He's up. Alright. Grotus has things to punch.
Hold on. Like, everybody should still have my courage on them. There we go.
Oh yeah, go ahead and reapply. That's fine.
Now you can go. Sorry.
Alright. So, Grotus. Stumbling Strike.
Gotta stumble.
Oof.
Gotta strike.
Yep, gotta stumble. Alright. Another hit, another miss. Oof. Oh yeah, the Stunning Strike attempt. Thing rolls a Fortitude. Rolls a 40, that's fine. One last smackaroo attempt from Grotus here. Even with all the lights and things Grotus has seen in his mind, this is still a lot to take in. Honker.
Honker will step forward and bite him with Blood Feast.
Okay. Nice.
Oh wait, Maz can use her.
That's my turn.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Maz has, because since Grotus tried to strike. Yeah, that's right.
Well, Honker counts too.
Oh, Honker counts too. Yeah, Honker counts too. That's true because you're right near to each other. So go ahead and do your strike then.
I'm like eating him. All of my mouths are like saying, "Get inside of me."
It's a little weird because like you're eating him and you're kind of trying to eat his bottom half, and
Can't roll for shit tonight.
like it's like a weird wispiness to it. It's got like it's not a normal texture. See, that hit missed, but it is now your turn, Maz. So now you can try to hit some more.
Okay, so I take one action for my instant opening. So he's flat-footed.
Okay.
And then I will use sneak attack since he is flat-footed against me.
Okay. Nice. Actually, with the flat foot, that should be a critical. So,
Nice.
so roll your damage 2 times. Alright.
And then I also need to roll my sneak attack.
Yeah, and then roll your sneak attack. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll apply that manually.
And then, oh my god. And then I will use my last action to do twist the knife,
Okay.
which will do persistent bleed.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that this had something I could just roll. Oh wait, here we go.
Nice. Okay. All right. That brings us to Braz.
Go heal up my puppy some.
Nice.
Oh, I was supposed to do 2 more d6 for that sneak attack.
Oh, go ahead and roll those, then I'll apply them. Okay.
And I can't do anything else.
Okay. We have this guy at the top of the order. So, he kind of raises his hands into the air. And in an instant, he almost just kind of disappears from in front of you. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Does he have a spirit?
Technically, yeah. Damn.
I'm distracted by the rocks.
Yeah, there's a lot of shiny rocks around here. Hold on, let's see if Grotus's elf eyes.
Jesus Christ.
Alright.
Braz is the only one to get double digits.
Wow. Alright.
Well, I rely on my spirit sense too much. I'm not paying attention.
That's fair. So Braz and Grotus, so like you see what happens. The others of you miss it in the dim light. He is polymorphed into a scorpion, a fairly small scorpion, and dropped into like kind of the sand and dirt beneath your feet, and is like burrowed into the sand, and you can't really keep track of where he's at.
Shithead.
So, from this form, you aren't able to see where he is. But Braz, from up out of the sand, there's a kind of a whooshing of sand noise. And this spear made of sand like rushes out kind of almost directly beneath you. But in the last moment, you kind of duck, dodge, dip, dive your way out of the way of this and manage to miss. And after it reaches its full extension, it kind of just crumbles back into sand, much like the fist that hit Grotus earlier. And speaking of, Grotus, Let's see. Grotus. I don't know if there's anything. Let's see. What can Grotus do? Alright, I feel like Grotus would employ the randomly punching the ground method.
That sounds very Grotus-like.
Yeah, like, you know, he's got multiple strikes, just kind of strike all over, that sort of stuff. Alright, let's have... Alright, we'll roll a d4 here. So, Grotus does his strikes. Of the strikes that he does, 2 of them do manage to actually hit the guy. Well, or 2 of them actually manage to aim at the spot where the guy is. Let's see if they actually hit. So, first one that does misses. It was just about in the right spot. The second one, though, does at least hit. So in his flurry of blows, a couple of them do, or one does manage to actually strike the guy. And Grotus's fist connects with this kind of little polymorph scorpion guy, doing some damage. As he does this, though, there's kind of an electrical charge that comes off of the guy and does a little bit of... Oops, that one's supposed to be to you, Braz. I'll fix that. Braz does not get shocked. Grotus gets shocked.
More, I've been around these hooligans for too long.
Okay, so Grotus gets some shock back from that. Maz.
I mean, I guess I'll try and hit it.
Alright, roll me a d4. Maz employs the poke the ground trick. Okay, so all of your strikes are heading in the right spot. So just do normal attacks and we'll see if they do manage to hit. But wherever you decided to stab with your rapier was correct.
Okay.
So we'll see if they actually strike true. Nice. Nice. Oh. Alright, so Maz, you're frantically stabbing. Yeah, literally. So you're frantically stabbing into the sand with your rapier, in a little stabbing frenzy here, and you feel like you got something on your rapier.
I have a gift for this. Keep talking.
I'm sure you do. I know exactly what it is. But you feel like you're in something, and so you pull your rapier up out of the ground to see the little scorpion of this dude impaled on your rapier, and it's there for a moment, and then it just kind of crumbles away, kind of drifts into the haze of the cave, and we're out of combat.
There we go. That's Moss.
Pretty
Is
much.
there any skin to be had?
No. That was a
My
genie.
disappointment is immeasurable.
I'm gonna
Is
hit up
there any
Grotus
shit to be
with,
found?
like, life.
So you take a look around the area here. So looking around, you know, there's these various like gems and crystals, these small ones that are like embedded in the walls, and you do find a few that you feel could be useful. So there is... Let's see here. There's one that is kind of a reddish kind of crystal. And this one, like, let's see, I know one of you guys has like an identifies things something or other. Let's see. Here we go. There's a reddish one that you feel would be useful as like a little talisman. I'm gonna put these in the party sheet. Oops. There you go. So the flame navette is the kind of reddish crystal. So it's like this, it's kind of got an oval shape to it, pointed at each end, and you can see kind of a flame-looking kind of shape in the interior of the crystal. But you can activate this once per day, and it gives you the benefit of the fighter class's determination feat, which gives you a counteract modifier of plus 22.
Okay.
That's interesting. And then the other two that you find that you feel could be useful crystals are you recognize it because I believe you've had some of these before, but they're you feel they could be used as stone bullets. They look like, you know, like kind of a little bit like a petrified eye, and you know, when you've had these before and used them before, if you shoot somebody with them, they will be affected by a 6th level flesh to stone spell.
Okay.
There's two of those.
Do you think everybody here is gonna want to fight us? I hope
Probably.
we find some friends. Maybe somebody to join our circuit. You know?
Be pretty cool.
So aside from those in here, so as you're kind of looking around on the walls, you know, again, there's the passageway that leads to the southwest. You do notice looking around, like when you're closer to that passageway, the kind of chimey echoing that you guys have been hearing during your time in this cave is kind of louder over down that passageway, along with all of the extra glowing colors that are going on in there. And then there's the other passageway to the southeast, which doesn't appear any particular note, but it goes the direction that you know you're supposed to be going.
I trust that Grodic will make the best decision for us. What do you think, Boz?
I think Grotus would say, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers, let's get this train a-moving.
Yep. Let's go.
Okay. So we're heading southeast, not to southwest?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, so you guys head southeast out of this cavern. So looking down, going down this passageway, the kind of ringing of the crystal cavern gets a little quieter as you get further down this way. There aren't really any... The crystals that you saw growing in the walls and stuff, they kind of lessen out down in this direction. And this goes on for quite a ways, actually. You spend the rest of the day and some of the next, actually, traveling south down this passageway. And, you know, it's pretty rocky and rough. Like, you know, this is pretty natural caverns up in here. These aren't super frequently traveled. They don't have like very noticeable trails. like maybe little tiny ones here and there, but otherwise it's fairly rough. And you guys take a rest in the process of all that. You kind of find a little side nook that's at least, you know, maybe a little sheltered, not quite so out in the open, and kind of set things up to rest for the night. And I think we will stop there for now and pick up
What's
what we get into next.
an adventure? See what we get to do next time. Oh man, I'm excited. This is fun.
All right, well, thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for an
Well,
excellent birthday session.
Hell yeah.
thank you for running. I love you.
I
Aw,
really
All
like
homo.
it.
thanks.
It makes me a little.
Don't you lie to
sleepy.
him. It was definitely a little homo.
I said all homo. I did
Yeah,
not say no homo.
he said all
I
homo.
heard no homo.
Oh yeah, he said all
Nope.
homo.
Never mind. I rescind my statement.
Yeah.
All right.
The music was pretty zen, so I did get a little sleepy, but
Yeah, I will say that like that these particular tracks were for today's were a little zen.
Yeah, I like it.
It's cool.
yeah, I like it though. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm really interested to do more stuff with this. I'm really glad I found this whole program. It's useful. Cool beans.